Hello everyone and welcome back to another PHP programming tutorial. So in the previous video we managed to create an administrator page for listing the available sections, right? And we created a simple CSS file and basically we searched for CSS generators. Okay, and we generated something quickly for the tables to make things look a little bit nice, right? So it was something like localhost slash cms slash admin, and we got something like this, and we enter admin123 and login, and we could go to manage sections over here. Very straightforward, not a big deal. Now, okay, so one of the things that you might want to do is, for example, to make things a little bit easier for us, we might want to create a logout page, logout link, okay? So how do you do that? Okay, well, very simple. All we have to do is first to create something like a header and add the link over here or over here, whatever. When you click it, you redirect to an action that will invalidate the session. So I don't think I made it part of the code or the steps over here, but it is still important, right? And it will help you understand how we could create headers and stuff. Okay, so first things first, we are going to go to the administrator pages, and now we are going to create a very special page. Okay, I will call it the header. It is basically just HTML which will include the logout. You might add logo later on and stuff in there, but this is the point of it. So I add a new file over here, and I will call it header.php and enter. Okay, and we are going to create this is gonna be the link. We are going to go to CMS, then admin, and then logout. That's it. And this is going to be logout. There you go. Maybe we could put that inside a button to make it look a little bit better. Okay. Now, so this is the header. Doesn't have anything special, just displaying what? Just displaying the logout. Okay, so far so good. Now, what do we do? Well, basically in the home page, we will just call the PHP code, and we are going to call include header.php. That's it. And in the list sections, something similar, but before that, let's go to the home page of the administrator back. Okay, so you can see the logout button is over here, right? Yeah, and if I click it, it doesn't know what to do with the logout command. Okay, so let me go back to the header and put that to the right. style equal align self, I think. What was it? Right, something like that. Followed by, okay, I think this won't work, so let's try this out. It didn't work, so I'll create a div and the link will be inside that div, and this div style width is going to be 100%, so it can, the A, okay, that didn't work. I think this doesn't work in here. I always have problems with CSS, so I'm not good enough with that. Okay, align, maybe align text, right, something like that. Let's have a look. No, that is weird. Not sure what to do here. Actually, one of the tricks, I could create a table and, you know, based on that, I could throw things to the right. Okay, so let me go, choose Google this time. This is annoying. Okay, so align to, oops, the right. Okay, gosh, change to English. Okay, align an anchor to the right, horizontal, vertical. Okay, so text align. Oh, it's text align, I think. So text align right. Let's have a look. Does it work? Does it work? Oh, no, that didn't work, right? Yeah, let's go here. So text align, no. Text align property. Text align, okay, justify. No, this is not it. I think anchor things to the right. Yeah, this is the problem with CSS. I always have issues with it. So float to the right. Okay, so there is a ton. Ooh, maybe it was working. I misspelled things. I'm very sorry about that. But basically, I think float right solves the issue. Oh, the align text worked already. Okay, so align texts work already. So now we have this log out to the very right. So this is one thing. Let's go to manage sections. Let's add this header. So where is it? This is the home page. I'm going to get this include list sections, and also put this one here. Okay, and we save. Login. Login doesn't need that, but we'll do some tricks later on. Anyway, so let us refresh again. So we have a logout in here. If I go back, we still have the same logout, right? Now all we have to do is that when we click on it, we should get out of the system, right? So let's go to the admin and create a logout method. So I will go to the very end here now. Come on, okay. Oops. Now, this one need to be log out. Now, how do you do a logout? Well, basically, if you remember from our previous talk, is that a session is basically a memory allocated to you on the server. So in order to log out, this means that you don't exist on the server, which means your memory is not there. So all you have to say is session wait, session, what do we have? Unset, right, close, non-register, start. Wait, I think there's something session invalidate, is it? Reset. Session write close, write session data, unset, freeze all session variables. Okay, we could do an unset here, and that's it. And then we need to redirect, okay, to one of the pages. So all we have to do is to redirect to the main administrator page. Very straightforward. So we save this one. Now let's go here and let's go back. So I click logout and it got me to this page. Okay, so what happens if I try to go back to the index page? Okay, oh sorry, not the index, but it's like this. Okay, it gets me back to the login page. Okay, let's do a login. Admin123, enter. Okay, so manage sections. Okay, that's fine. Now if I remove these and press enter again, it doesn't get me to the login page. Why? Because the sessions is still valid. Okay, but if I press this one, okay, and now I remove this part and press enter again, you know, this happens. Okay, one other little trick that we need to do, if I add admin here and enter the wrong password and press enter, I'm still on the page, but no feedback is being presented to the user. So there need to be a way for us to know if there is an error happening. Now, how we are going to do that? Well, we will make use of the header itself to display errors. So this means that for the login page, we are going to include the header, right? So this is the login page. There you go. Now, the issue with this one is that if the administrator is not set, basically this means the logout button will be rendered, right? So let me show you here. So let me press login. You can see there's a logout here. It shouldn't appear because you are not logged in, right? So all I have to do simply is go to the header and add some PHP code in here, right? So okay, and in this code I'm going to check if there is if there is a session variable for the administrator. So if set session, admin, in that case this means I want to render this HTML text. There you go. Very straightforward, right? Otherwise, nothing. And let me just make sure that in the login I am saving this session, right? So where is the login part? This is login logic. So if all goes well, yes, I am saving this admin part. So if there is any issue, basically, sorry, if this one's set, I will render this. Okay, let's have a look at the code. So now I will refresh again, and I am not logged in, right? So admin 123 login. Okay, now let's say logout. Okay, I get to this one. That's fine. Next, when there's an error, I want to display an error message. So for this, I'm going to use a variable. I will call it error msg. And if it is set, I will display the error and remove the variable. Otherwise, I won't display anything. So this is going to be straightforward. So all I have to do is to, in the header, I will just say something a little bit different here. Now this is a different if statement. So if is set. Now I could create this as a session variable, or I could use it as a normal variable. It is just an include. So how do I do it? Okay, I will use for now just as normal variable. So if there is an error msg variable, in that case I will render the following HTML code. Okay, so I will just first I will draw a big box, right? So this is gonna be div, right? And this is gonna be /div. That's fine. And yeah, and this is gonna be style width. Let's say this is gonna be 100%, right? Or maybe not 100%, let me say 80%, something like that. And back color light pink. Okay. And let's say height 2 centimeters, something like that. And this need to be inside a center, and this part need to be /center. Very straightforward, and we save this. Now let's go to the administrator and see if there is an error message somewhere. So where is the login part? Do login if there is a problem. Could not connect or redirect to the login page. So all I have to do, I will just say, okay, so this is the thing. Since I'm sending this to the browser and the browser will come back again, this means that the error variable will be lost. So in order to remember it, I have to store it in this session. So I'm gonna make it like this: session of error msg equal could not connect to the database. So this is one of the things. Let's go back here. This is gonna be session of error message. There you go. Yeah, this is it. Let's go back to this one. So this is one error message. And let's continue. Now, if the user, okay, so if this happens, I'm gonna return the error message, invalid username or password. Okay, and else everything should look fine, right? So you have these. This doesn't necessarily have an error if the user is not logged in. Okay, this seems nice. Okay, So let's have a look at here. So let's refresh, nothing. Let me say admin and password 1. Okay, so you have seen that this one just moved down a little, and the reason is that the div in the header, this one, okay, well, it doesn't have content. That's why it is not being rendered fully. So I will just say, so instead of this, let me remove this part, border style, this is gonna be solid border. I think this is it. And now we have div, and oops. Oh, wait a minute. Style, height 1.5 centimeters. There you go. Okay, and okay, now for the last one, this div in the middle, it will be something like this. We will get the value of the session to be rendered inside. Okay, now if all goes well, admin and 1, enter, invalid username or password. And if I enter the username and password correctly, okay, it worked, but the error message is still being rendered. So what I need to do is to remove the error message over here. Okay, and in the PHP code, we remove the variable after it's being rendered. Okay, that's fine, but there is another issue in here. Let me see, style with back color. Oh, it's background color. I'm very sorry. Background color. Right, so let's refresh. No? Sections. Oh, sorry. It is not this one. I should use unset. Unset. There you go. This will remove the error message variable entirely. Okay, so manage sections, go back. Okay, manage sections, go back. That's fine. Now, what do we have to do next? Let me, maybe the color is wrong. Okay, so let me log out and use admin 123. Oh, I should have entered the wrong password. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, admin and 1, login, invalid username or password. You can see now this works a little bit, looks a little bit more professional now. And if we say admin 123 and enter, okay, so if there is an error message at any point, it will get rendered right away. And basically, all of this has been added to the header of the administrator. The logic is all here. Okay, very straightforward. Okay, so let us in the to-do part. I know this might not look essential, but but the issue is that later on when we do some work, if there's any problem in the code, we want to see an error message instead of debugging all the time. Okay, so let's go 12. Created header for the admin page and added rendering for error messages. There you go, and we save. That is totally fine. So now we go to the next step. For that, just commit it quickly, and we commit this. That's totally fine. Good. And let's go to the to-do list. Our to-do list, and what do we have next? So before going and creating articles, let's try to add a section. Okay, let's create the user interface to add a section. So for this, what do we have? Let's go manage sections. So we have this one, manage sections. We'll add a button to add a section here before the back button. So if we go to the administrator page and list sections, so what do we have in here? We have this back button, and actually we are going to add another button. Sorry. Wait a minute. This BR should be in here. Okay. Control C, enter. Okay. So we have what? This one. Add section. And this is gonna be what? Add section. There you go. Let's refresh. Okay, so there's something wrong, obviously. I did something wrong. There's this, I could click between these two. So, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. What did I do wrong in here? Okay, so this is BR. Okay, let me... Is it a rendering problem? This is weird. Looks like a rendering problem. Anyway, let me add a div followed by /div style width 1 centimeter, something like that, and refresh. Okay, so when I did that, it put them one below the other. I don't want it to be like that. I want, I'm just making them easier to read for me only. Okay, and yeah, so we have these main three tags. This is the first link, and this is, just to add distance, and this is the other link. And style, oh sorry, this is gonna be div. I will put them all inside a div/div. Okay, so let me run this. Okay, still the same. This one have this style width 80%. Okay, and then inside this one I'll add another center. Okay, so these guys over here, oops, are on side. Okay, so far nothing appears, right? So I need to tell the HTML that these to be on the same line. So for this, I will just say show multiple divs on the same line. Two div tags on the same line in HTML. Come on. And it should be something stupid. Text align right. Div. What? Don't remember this one. Okay, left div, right div, and the same line. Okay. Give me a second. I have to keep. What is that? Okay, maybe something simple. Okay, there should be something much easier than that. Okay, it is display inline. Okay, this is the one. Copy. And here, what do we have? Let me just say style. Let's go to our page over here and refresh. And obviously this didn't work, so maybe I shouldn't put it in the... Oops, very sorry. Wait. It seems that I hit a key that resetted the font size. Okay, no biggie, I will restore the font size again. This is what I hate with shortcuts. In many cases, they just, do stuff without you wanting them to. Anyway, so Visual Studio Code, increase font size. It's Command plus. Okay, so Command. Wait, what plus? Oh, I see. Good. Yeah, this looks nice now. Anyway, so display inline. Let me remove this center over here and this center over here, and let us go and refresh the page. Yeah, I saved it. Come on. And they are not like that. They don't. Display inline. Align divs on the same line. Okay. Should I put them? Okay, display inline. So I have this. Okay. Should I put this one inside another div? I hate this. HTML is always annoying. There are a ton of things to know about and they are not intuitive. Just my take on it. This doesn't mean it's true. Okay, it's just tough for me. Sheesh. Okay, so I put these three. Okay, so this is a big div and it has what? A 3 line. Maybe it was... Okay, that didn't work. Maybe the display inline need to be, for this one. Wait a minute. Let me put this one back the way it was. And yeah, I think I misunderstood this one. So maybe style equals... I'm sure someone here who knows about HTML is screaming at the screen. Guys, I'm very sorry about this. Yeah. Okay. Usually I waste so much time. Yeah, now it's working. It's working. Usually I waste so much time on arranging controls than developing for HTML. It's so annoying. Anyway, so this one now looks like this. And I suppose I want add sections to appear before the back, right? So reverse the location. Yes, so there's add section and back. Okay, so far so good. I will go to add section, and what do we get here? We get this add section not implemented. Okay, so all I have to do is something very simple. I need to go and, you know, go down, 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 down. Here, there you go. So instead of log out, this is gonna be what? Add sections. This is gonna be add section. Add section. There you go. So instead of this one, okay. So this is what I am going to do. I will just include the page, you know, like this one. For list sections, I will just include the page directly. Okay. Add section. There you go. Now, one other thing. Well, if you look at our code here, I am making sure that the administrator is logged in. So yeah, we should actually, you know, add a check to make sure that the administrator is logged in. Later on, I will optimize this. So instead of writing this every time, we put it in one place and that's it. It will be checked automatically. Okay, so since we added this one, now let's go to the administrator pages and you know, have a look at add section. Okay, so let me go here and okay, add section dot PHP. Okay, now okay, sorry about that, just got distracted. I should have turned off the phone. Anyway, so all we have to do, I need to copy a few things. So I will try to, well, you know, copy some HTML code here. And yeah, first I will copy this code and then I will modify the rest. Okay, so all we have to do is something very simple. We have, instead of manage sections, this is going to be add section. Okay, and then we have this one. Now we don't have a table head in here. Okay, so I am going to remove these parts and this part as well. Okay, just bear with me, and I will just say, where is the back? No, this is not it. Now the back in this case doesn't get me back to the home page, but rather to manage sections. This is going to be manage sections. Sorry, it was list sections. Sorry, sections. Okay, so what do we have in here? Okay, so far I didn't do anything. I'm just making a simple skeleton to be used. Okay, so what do we have in here? Well, let's go back to the code and I will say add section, and we have this add section. There is nothing else. Okay, I could go back and go back again, add section, go back. That's fine. Now, all I have to do now simply is filling the fields, right? So this one is gonna be what? This is gonna be section name, okay? And the value is gonna be input name equal section name. There you go. So this is the first field, the section name, and the other one is section description. This is going to be section description, and let's refresh. Let's go back into here, and we have these two, as you can see. Now obviously it's also, the width is not what we want, so I'm gonna just remove the width CSS to refresh it. Okay, this is bad. Let me change this and say 1%. I think it's gonna expand itself now. Well, width, I'm gonna say auto. What was it? Okay, it's auto. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, so we have these two things, and what are we gonna do? We need to add another thing in here, which is obviously we need to add a button for submitting this, right? So here this is an A, right? But other than that, we are going to add a button in here. Control C, enter. There's gonna be add. There you go. So we have it like this for now. Let's refresh. Okay, so we have add and back. That's fine. Now what we need to do is to surround this with a form, right? So, oops. So we could put all of this inside a form. Action equals slash CMS slash admin slash do add section. There you go. And method equals post. And we close it, and after this one we just say form. There you go. So what do we get in here? Let's refresh, and if I press this one, we have things submitted. Let's go back. If I press the back, it still submits things. So I need to, I need this to be a working reference, not okay. I'm not sure this would work if I put it in here. Let me remove the button here. Maybe I could. Let's have a look in here. Let's refresh. Okay, let's go add section. So you can see here, if it is a button, it is gonna submit stuff. But if it is like this, a link, yeah, it will, that, how do I do that? Okay, maybe I could do this. Reverse things. Okay, so let's refresh. And okay, so if I press it now, it gets me back, but I don't want it to appear as a link, right? Um, yeah, maybe I'll work on this later on, but the point is I want it to still appear as a button, not as a link, and when I press it, I don't want things to get submitted, if that makes any sense. Anyway, so I could write the name of the section, the description, and there is also a status. Yeah, so it has been, oh, it has been quite a while. So I'll stop for now, okay? And we will continue adding things and submitting tomorrow, okay? Sorry, it took me a little bit of time to add the error message and uh, adding logout, but these are important. Okay, so we will continue this tomorrow. That will be all for today, and have a nice day. Bye bye.